Just about set. 20 minutes up on the board. Efton Reed, Isaiah Small meet in the midcircle. One bounce. Ball is in the air. Tap's going to be controlled by the Bobcats, and we are underway. Small. Not small. He's 6'8", able to get a quick jump off the floor. The Bobcats have it. They work right to left. Around on the horn is Shelby Adams. Adams gives it off, and a little jumper from 16 by Mason Harrell. The 5'9" senior knocks it down, and the Bobcats take the early lead 2-0. Harrell was a first-team All-Sun Belt performer last year. Kind of been banged up by injury in the preseason, but he's back out there ready to go as Pinson driving down the right side of the lane, going up, putting up the shot. Couldn't get to the rim, but he's going to be fouled. A blocking foul against the Bobcats. And Pinson will go to the line to shoot two with an opportunity to tie this game early. That foul assessed to Shelby Adams, his first, team's first.
You know, Harrell is a small guard guarding Pinson, an experienced SEC player. They put a couple of screens on him and physically knocked him out of the way, and Xavier drove it really down the rim and got fouled, got 2 free throws coming up.
Pinson coming off a 10-point performance on Tuesday. Really smooth as silk. Handles the ball well. Has a great shot. The first free throw is off the back iron. No good. That was his first free throw attempts of the season. He'll have one more coming here. Just underway. 33 seconds into the first half. 2-0 Bobcats lead.
Both teams will play an aggressive man-to-man. Texas State picked them up man-to-man. LSU showing a little zone pressure early, and I think they'll fall back into a man-to-man defense once it crosses half court.
Xavier Pinson hits 1 of 2, make it 2-1. Full court press, get it up near midcourt. Pinson going to deflect the ball, going to be taken away by Murray. Back to Pinson, 3 ball short of the rim, but Efton Reed cleans it up. His putback too hard off the glass, won't go. Bobcats clear the board, bring it the other way. Harrell stops at the top of the key, matched up with Darius Days in man-to-man defense for LSU. 2-1 Bobcats lead. High post, working with it, avoiding the double team, giving it off is Caesar. Here's a deep 3, and off to the left by Asbury. Finding the rebound is Efton Reed. LSU going to push it up the floor. Here's Days on the right wing. Couple of dribbles, lets it fly. Good! Rattled home on the triple, and the Tigers have their first lead, 4-2.
It looked like a repeat of Tuesday night. It's exactly where he started hitting from the other night from the right wing, and that was defended, actually, Chris.
Darius Days, believe it or not, was 8 for 9 on Tuesday, but he missed his first. So now make it 9 in a row going back to Tuesday's win. Harrell fakes the jumper, hands it off. It'll be Asbury. He'll step back. He'll launch a 3 left of the arc. It won't go. Offensive rebound inside by Caesar. Bobcats will keep it. Harrell deep in the right corner. Had the ball deflected. Pinson nearly with a steal. It's out of bounds into the scores table. And they're going to say a foul actually against the Bobcats. Trying to knock it away. So Harrell's going to pick up the foul, his first, team second. And again, aggressive defense in tight spaces for LSU forces the turnover.
Well, Texas State was lucky when LSU scored. They turned it over and LSU didn't convert, so they got a break there.
Pinson around the horn, drives down the left baseline, lost the handle going to the basket, had it deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with LSU. And again, that's what's great about Pinson, John. He starts out a little slow, high dribble, and suddenly he kicks it into gear.
He's really good. They switched that, and big on little drives to the goal. That's exactly what Pinson did at that particular possession.
Out top with it is B. Murray. Murray, top of the key, gets it to Days on the right wing. Working against Small, he decides to launch, and in and out. Down in the cylinder, but wouldn't stay down. Rebound cleared underneath by Asbury. And the Bobcats bring it down. LSU leading 4-2 early. 17:45 to go in the first half. Working to weave around the top of the key. Harrell, ball fake, goes into the lane. Nice bounce pass right side for the better look to Isaiah Small. That'll tie the game at 4-all.
Nice penetration by Texas State. The help came. The rotation was slow. Made a nice decision to bounce pass for the layup.
Efton Reed working on the left block. Just weaves his way around the defender. Puts the shot up over Caesar. Gets it to go with a soft touch. 6-4 Tigers back on top.
Really a fundamental move, Chris. That was outstanding. Good post feed. Excellent post move by the big fella.
Harrell now looking to Coach Johnson. Johnson, an alumni of Southern University right here in Baton Rouge. Harrell passes left to Smalls. Quick dump down to Caesar. Looked like he traveled. No whistle. Misses on the shot. Wilkinson keeps it alive. Taps it into Murray's hands, and LSU has it. Pinson up top on the left side, off the screen from Reed. Stops top of the key, little crossover. Now again puts on the speed, driving Smalls to the basket. He'll draw the foul.
Well, what's happening there is they're switching Big on Xavier, the guard, and when Big comes out, he can't defend him, and Pinson just hesitates and blows right by him. 2 times in a row, he's gone to the line, drawing the foul.
So Pinson will toe the line here. He's 1 for 2 early. 6-4 LSU with the lead. Pinson had 18 games in double-figure scoring last season for Missouri. First free throw is good. That'll make it 7-4. First substitutions of the game for either team checking in. Nate Martin, sophomore out of Cypress, Texas, comes in for the Bobcats. We'll see Tari Eason and Eric Gaines check on the floor for the Tigers. Murray and Reed will get a breather. Pinson's second free throw. Perfect. Make it 8-4. LSU leading by 4. 16-44 to go in the first half. It's a lot of fours, John.
Well, Texas State's going to have to handle this pressure.
Here's a trap in the backcourt, but a reach-in foul. Going to bail out Harrell. They'll whistle that one against Tari Eason. Eason, who just checked in, going to pick up his first personal. That's team foul number 1. Eason, we mentioned it after the game Tuesday, John. Maybe the quietest double-double in a debut for the Tigers. The sophomore, 11 points, 10 rebounds. Kind of lost in that 101-39 victory.
He played really well, solid, didn't make mistakes, made open shots.
Nice dish underneath, but Adams had to get under control, couldn't put up the shot. He elects to send it out to Small, and Isaiah Small with an 18-footer drills it down, cuts the Tiger lead to 2, 8-6. Gaines gets by his man, drives in, tries to dish off to Eason, does so. Eason misses on the shot left side. Rebound pulled down. Here come the Bobcats the other way. Asbury thought about a transition 3. Now he'll try the skip pass over to Small's right side. Back to Harrell. Harrell picked up by Eason defensively for LSU. Picks up his dribble. Now gets it to Small at the free throw line. Fires a pass into the left corner. Adams puts it on the deck and then falls to the deck. Aided by a foul on Xavier Pinson. That'll be Pinson's first, team's second, and we hit the first media timeout. So 4 minutes and 9 seconds into the first half. It's an 8-6 LSU lead. We'll step aside, return in just a moment. This is LSU Fighting Tiger basketball. StubHub is rewarding lucky fans with the best seats in the house. Congratulations! StubHub is the official ticket marketplace of LSU Athletics. It'll be Bobcat basketball as we get back to action. Adams from side court will have the honors. They'll have to send it out to Harrell in the back court. Tigers have Wilkinson, Gaines, Eason, Pinson, and Days on the floors. Harrell hands it off. The pass comes up top to Adams. Here's Smalls. Whips a one-arm pass down in the left corner. Asbury backs it up on the dribble. Now feeds it inside. It's Martin trying to work his way to the rim. Gets up the shot. Nowhere close, but he draws the foul. Looks like Eason will be the guilty party. He'll pick up his first, team's third.
Eason tried to help there. It was a good idea what he tried to do, but it's a little too aggressive and foul the shooter and sent him to the line for 2 foul shots.
Nate Martin had action in 22 games last year on that Sun Belt Championship team. Came away with an average of 2 points per game. Had 4 points in the opening win over Incarnate Word on Tuesday evening. As we'll see Efton Reed check back in. Eason, after picking up the foul, will get a breather. First free throw no good by Martin. Second shot is good. Hits 1 of 2. That cuts the Tiger lead to 1, 8-7. Little pressure now in the backcourt. Zone pressure put on by the Bobcats. Days across the timeline near side. Trying to get it to Pinson. Going to be stolen away. Saved in by Harrell, but he gets it to Efton Reed. Now Pinson has the ball. Pinson in the lane. Lost the handle, but it's tapped out to Gaines. Back to Pinson. 3-ball left corner. Off the left side of the rim. Battle for the rebound, and Days comes over the top. Ball secured by Isaiah Small, who went up to get it. Days, maybe almost out of frustration, could not stop himself. Commits the foul, his first, team foul number 4. And of all the stats on Tuesday night. Darius Days, 8 for 9 from 3. Excellent night shooting the basketball. Was active defensively. Coach, the one that stands out to me, only one personal foul.
Well, sometimes he's gotten himself in early foul trouble, and let's see if he can continue to play smart and be the senior leader that he needs to be.
8-7. We hit the 15-minute mark here in the first half. Gaines working on Harrell up top. Gaines nearly knocks the ball away, but Harrell picks it back up in the mid-circle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Little crossover. Gaines had it knocked free from behind. Picked up on the floor. Layup by Small won't go. Boy, oh boy, the Tigers nearly had a turnover, and Texas State had a great look at the basket. Here's a long alley-oop from midcourt. Gaines trying to get Wilkinson. Little too much air on that one. Sails into the student section. But again, the Bobcats really had an opportunity to get that bucket after Gaines poked the ball loose from behind. Harrell lost the handle, but they had a look. Just couldn't finish. And then at the other end, the lob way over the top. We'll see Alex Fudge check in, as Imwani Wilkinson will have a seat for LSU. Also checking in, Drew Drennan, a junior out of Smyrna, Georgia, checks in for the Bobcats.
LSU was fortunate on that Texas State last possession, and then trying to pick up the pace. Gaines just a little too much in a hurry and threw a ball a little too high.
Drenson in the mid-circle. Started his college career at Navarro College. Started 20 of 21 games last season before making his way to San Marcos. Drennan out on the right wing, working against Reed. Gets under the basket, gives it off to Martin. Extra pass to the left wing, and Asbury knocks down the triple. And the Bobcats take a 10-8 lead on the three-pointer by Asbury.
Watch twice the shot clock's under 10 for Texas State. They're doing what they need to do. Wow.
Darius Days driving all the way to rim. Can't convert. Reed tried to flush it back down. It comes out too hard. Bobcats with a chance to build on their lead. Here's a jumper from 15 left side. Beautiful looking shot for Shelby Adams. And suddenly now the Bobcats lead by 4, 12-8. Quick three from the right corner. Over the rim, missed by Brandon Murray. Rebound to Martin. Again, the Bobcats, known to be a deliberate offensive team, but right now moving quickly.
They're getting it up quickly. If they can get something good, they'll take it. If not, they're going to work this shot clock down around 10 before they look to shoot it.
Martin on the right block. Double team, finds the open man in Small. He will dunk it down. And the Bobcats enjoy their largest lead of the night at 6, 14-8. And Will Wade has seen enough. He'll call a timeout. For the pace, Marcus, right now he's making an impact on this game, helping his Bobcats lead 14-8. Tigers with the ball as we resume. 13-12 to go. Here in the first half, Fudge in the front court gives it back to Gaines. Eric Gaines out top off the screen from Reed. Down the middle of the lane, little floater, and an offensive foul. Didn't go straight up, leaned in towards the basket. And an easy call for the officials there, well outside the no charging zone. And Gaines going to pick up his first, team's 5th.
Well, I thought he took it one dribble too deep, Chris. He could have pulled up around that free throw line and shot a nice clean 15-footer. One dribble too deep and got the charge.
Bobcats with the ball and the 6-point lead, 14-8.
LSU 1-3-1 here, Chris. Change the pace a little bit. Give them something different to look at. Here
comes the trap. Get it back to Drennan. He'll cross over the timeline. High pass. Gets it to Tyrell Morgan, who checks in for the first time tonight. Morgan gives it back to Drennan. Drennan looking back to Coach Johnson. Now they'll run the set. Tigers staying in man-to-man defense. Drennan to the right wing. Stutter step, drives baseline, tries to hook pass underneath. Gets it to Adams, missed on the shot, and it didn't draw rim, and it's a shot clock violation. LSU forced 3 of those on Tuesday night. They get their first here tonight. And with 12:30 to go in the first stanza, Tigers get the virtual turnover there, get the ball back. Pinson in the backcourt against the pressure for the Bobcats. Throws to the timeline, gets it to Murray. Here's Fudge, drives down the left baseline. Thank you very much. That's the athleticism we saw on Tuesday night. Fudge getting into the scoring column early, and a big bucket for LSU. Cuts the lead 14-10.
Well, we predicted he would make some athletic plays before the year's over. He just made one just then.
Adams on a backdoor cut along the left baseline. Going to be fouled on his way to the basket. Looks like Efton Reed will pick up his first personal. That's team foul number 6. The Bobcats have committed just 3 so far. And that will send Shelby Adams to the line. 75% free throw shooter early on this season.
Well, they could get into the 1-and-1. That's the 6th one. 12 minutes to go. Next one, they shoot the 1-and-1.
First one is good by Adams. Tari Eason checks in. Darius Days will get a seat. One more to come for Adams, a fifth-year senior with Coach Johnson and company, and he hits the free throw. That'll make it 16-10, back to a 6-point advantage. We'll see Davian Coleman, the sophomore from Houston, check in for Texas State for the first time tonight. Coach Johnson going to the bench early and often here in this game, trying to keep some fresh legs against what will be an up-and-down game for LSU. They like to run the floor. Here's Pinson. Bounce pass, leads Murray underneath the basket. Nice pass to Fudge, open for three. Good! And Alex Fudge now with 5 points. Had 4 on Tuesday night. The freshman out of Jacksonville showing his range. Cuts the lead to 3. Bobcats 16, Tigers 13.
That was a really nice pass by Murray across the baseline to a wide open Fudge in the right corner.
Coach Wade telling the team today there's going to be opportunity for the inside-out game, that time to perfection by LSU. Driving is Morgan. Nearly lost the ball, got it back out to the wing, trying to pass it out, and Fudge again showing a nice move to the ball, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Texas State, but first to timeout on the floor. 11:21 to go first half. Texas State leading the homestanding
in the pace of play. LSU's got to do something to change that to make this game go the way LSU wants it to go.
Drennan trying to get it in and throws it right into the hands of Efton Reed. Turnover by the Bobcats is Xavier Pinson. Between the rings, crossover. Stops at the free throw line. No look. Bounce pass to Fudge. He can't flush it down with the dunk, but a foul will send him to the line.
I tell you, Fudge, we predicted that against Monroe. He's going to have some spectacular plays. And one thing about Fudge, Chris, you can't coach length, but you sure can recruit it. And that's what Will Wade has done with this young man. He's got some length, and it's going to show up in the course of this season once he gets more experience.
Coach Will Wade compared him to a high-flying Tiger who played here for a couple of years, a guy who he said is the only man in the arena who can make those type of plays. That's who he's compared Fudge to. He says his athleticism is through the roof. Now, he missed on the first free throw. He'll have one more shot coming. He makes 1 of 2. Cuts the Bobcat lead to 2. Again, the Tigers going to press after the made free throw. Small along the end line. Bounce pass gets it to Harrell. The Tigers now will retreat, meet him at the timeline as Harrell going to be picked up by Murray. Crosses into the front court. Coach Johnson calling for the play. Harrell will relay it to his teammates. Under 11 to go before halftime. Here's Small, top of the key. Guarded by Eason. Pass on the left wing. Puts it on the floor is Coleman. Coleman to Harrell. Nice ball fake. Pass back over on the left side to Coleman. His 3 misses badly. Comes off the glass into the hands of Tari Eason. LSU will take it. Come the other way as Pinson motors up the right sideline. Pinson looking for Reed, trying to post up. Now he'll just take it in. Tries a tough pass, tough angle, and Harrell sensed it. Stepped in front of the passing lane, takes it away. A turnover by the Tigers. Bobcats on the other end. Feed to Martin on the left block, and he leans in. Lowered his shoulder. That call's going against you 9 times out of 10 right there in front of the baseline official. So Martin going to pick up the offensive foul. That will be his first, team's 5th.
You know, Chris, Pinson has gotten by their little guard, number 12, Harrell, several times. I wish instead of looking to pass it in there close, I wish he'd just pull up and shoot the 6'8" footer, see if he can make one of those, and I think he can.
Gaines works it up now. Back onto the floor. Sophomore guard working up top. Trying to get a step on the defender. Coleman passes underneath. Nice dish to Eason. He will slam it down. That'll tie the game 16-all.
Most times good things happen off of penetration if you can avoid the charge. That's what Gaines did then.
Gaines nearly with a steal. Knocked the ball free. Picked up in the backcourt by Adams. They say possession had changed, so no violation. Harrell now with the ball in hand. 7 on the shot clock. High screen set by Martin. Harrell between the legs. Crossover. 2 on the shot clock. Throws it up on a wing in a prayer, and it's no good off the right side of the rim. Out of bounds. They'll say last touch off Nate Martin for the Bobcats. It'll stay with LSU. Gaines, that nice dish last time down, had 7 assists on Tuesday. Xavier Pinson also with 7 assists. Both of these guys, John, can score, but they have no problem getting the other guys involved.
Absolutely. They're unselfish. The penetration, if they can read where the help is coming from, make the appropriate pass, or avoid the charge.
Gaines, little razzle-dazzle at the free throw line, decides a bounce pass to Days is the better option. Now Gaines has it back. Back to Darius. Darius puts his head down, drives in, pull-up jumper from 5, won't go. Small with pretty good defense and avoiding fouling. Picks up the rebound. Harrell will bring it the other way for the Bobcats. We've got under 9 to go. Gaines trying for a steal, but a collision, and Gaines going to be whistled for the foul. It really was after he had made the steal, Coach, that he collided with Shelby Adams. Otherwise, that's a clean steal, but the contact was made.
Yeah, he jumped the ball screen and jumped the pass of the dribbler, and there was contact there, and probably the right call, I had to admit, if I'm going to be honest about it.
No question, the foul against Gaines. His second, team 7th. That will put the Bobcats in the 1-1 the rest of the way. Still a long time left, 8:52. And a low-scoring game, without question, is exactly what Coach Terrence Johnson and the Bobcats wanted tonight.
The pace of play, that was the main thing to me in the course of this game. If Texas State has a chance, the pace of play is favoring them right now. The lower the score, the better. The higher the score, it favors the Tigers.
Adams hits the first free throw. Second shot is good. That'll give the Bobcats an 18-16 lead once again. Pinson fires across to Eason in the backcourt. Crosses the timeline, gets it back in the hands of Xavier. In the mid-circle, going to be picked up on high by Asbury. One of the senior guards returning players for this Bobcat squad. Here's Eason, top of the key, puts it on the deck, drives down the right block. Too much heat as he's driving down. A whistle and a foul against the Bobcats, Shelby Adams. Adams going to pick up his second, team's 5th. Let's make that their 6th.
That was certainly a mismatch with Eason, and he just drove him down in the lane, and he was either going to shoot the layup or Texas State had to foul him. They fouled him. Good move by Texas State to make LSU play it underneath.
Out of bounds underneath, opportunity for LSU. Gaines will be underneath the right side of the Tiger basket. Ball in hand, looking, sends it out to Days at the free throw line. Days, 2 dribbles, drives, and shot won't fall. Rebound by Eason, spins around, lays it up softly, ties the game at 18 all. Great offensive rebound and put back by Eason. Gives him 4 points on the night.
Yeah, Eason, Wilkerson, and Days, all 3 of them go to the offensive glass. That's one of LSU's strengths. It's been that way under Will Wade his first 3 years here.
Harrell throws cross court, gets it in the hands of Asbury, who crosses the timeline. Now back to Harrell, the sure-handed point guard. 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Tie ball game, 18-18. Harrell off the screen from Martin, gets it to Small. Small looking in the paint, nothing there. Flips it back over right side to Harrell. Harrell tried to get a step on Pinson with the shot clock dwindling down, fades away, and kisses it off the glass. Not sure he called Banks, but he'll take the bucket. It's 21-18. Days wants to answer. Does at the other end. Three-pointer, top of the key. 21-21 our score.
You better get to Days quick and make him put it on the floor. You can't let him be a catch-and-shoot guy. He'll make those all night.
Again, trying to trap in the corners. Get it to Dawson, now back to Harrell. They'll start to run the offense now. Coach T.J. Johnson really calls the play. Each strip down. They'll start to work. Dawson gets it back to Harrell out wide left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Small, or check that, Dawson driving baseline, cut off and doesn't realize. Second shot clock violation for the Bobcats tonight. And that's what's key, John. The fact they're making the Bobcats use so much time in the backcourt to bring it across, they don't really start running their offense till there's about 15 seconds on the clock.
It's excellent strategy by Coach Wade, not really to steal the ball, but let that happen. Keep this game workable at halftime.
Tigers with the basketball as we get back to action. Pinson brings it across the timeline, gets it to Days. Days working against Small, back to the basket, works his way down to the right block. Quick trigger off the glass and in. Nice individual basketball move for Darius Days. One of the things about his game this year, not only can he shoot the 3, but very under control, driving to the basket. We see it right there.
Nice play. Will Wade called out of the timeout to go to Darius Days down low.
Harrell looking for help. Gets it off on the far sideline. Gets it back into the hands of Harrell as Dawson didn't hold it long. Harrell across the free throw line. Back up top, Asbury. Tough angled shot, but the three with 2 on the shot clock is there. And now the Bobcats with a couple of threes as the play clock dwindling down. Back on top, 24-23. In fact, they are now 3 for 6 from beyond the arc. Here's Wilkinson trying to put a little English on a bounce pass to Efton Reed. Couldn't hold on. It's out of bounds. Turnover, going to give it back to Texas State.
Nice idea. One dribble over to the left to get the better passing angle would have been perfect.
Harrell quickly into the front court. Under 6 to go in the first half. Bobcats up 24-23. Harrell to Martin. The high post. One dribble. Hands it off to Asbury. Between the rings, he'll pass to Small left to the arc. Feed it to Martin. Double team. Kicks the pass out into the left corner, and Dylan Dawson hits the triple. The sophomore out of Humble, Texas, with his first points of the season. And a big triple there makes it 27-23, a 4-point Texas State lead. Days. Again, they have dedicated Small to defend him. Puts up a 3 from the right wing. It won't go. High off the rim. Rebound cleared underneath by the Bobcats, and it looks like Efton Reed, too aggressive, trying to go for the steal. Going to pick up his second. That'll be the team's 8th, and the Bobcats come down and will shoot free throws with a 4-point lead and 5:18 to go in the first half.
That was a good block out by the Texas State player to make Efton go over his back to get the rebound. LSU's strength over the years with Coach Wade has been offensive rebounding. Texas State has done a nice job of kind of keeping LSU, limiting them to one shot, keeping them off the offensive glass.
Martin, 1 point tonight. He's 1 of 2 from the line earlier. Free throw up and off to the right. Darius Days will clear the board for LSU. 5:15 and counting. Tigers trailing 27-23. Gaines left of the arc. He'll step back on the dribble. Now fires it over to Fudge in the left corner. Back to Gaines. Give it to Eason. Eason gives it off to Murray. Back to Eason. 3 ball comes off the top of the backboard. Lands in the lap of Isaiah Small. Here comes Texas State. Harrell stops. Now gives it off out top. Asbury to the free throw line. Fires it back out to Harrell. Now they'll set some offense. Again, they've been very selective tonight. They'll push the ball up, but when it's not there, very disciplined, not forcing the issue. They'll lie back, work a little half-court offense.
Score early, score late.
Small, 3 ball, good. And now the Bobcats on fire, shooting from the perimeter. And Small with 9 points. That's the 5th triple of the night for Texas State. They're 5 of 8. Build their lead, largest of the night, 30-23. Gaines, right wing. Working against Harrell. Between the leg dribble. Floater in the lane at the SEC logo. Won't go. But there comes the skying Alex Fudge to slam it back down. Nobody getting the vertical that Fudge had. It was an easy putback for the freshman. Big bucket. Tigers desperately needed it. Cuts the lead for Texas State 30-25.
Better keep him off the glass with the length he has. He can make up some things.
Dawson fires a 3. This time not going to work. Off the right side of the rim. Hits the glass. Into the hands of Eason. Eason to Fudge. Fudge ball fake. Driving against 2 defenders. They have to commit the foul. Looks like maybe Asbury was coming over. Help defense there on the block. They're actually going to assess the foul to Nate Martin. Martin will pick up the personal. That's his second team foul, number 7. And with 3:37 to go, our final media timeout of the first half. Texas State leading LSU 30-25. Last 5 buckets, shooting 56% from the field on 10 of 18 shooting. And the Bobcats have the pace they want, and they're holding their own on the glass.
Well, I think that's a key. You know, it's the field goal stat. They're winning that big. The pace of play favors them. And look, the point you made, the rebounds are about dead even. So Texas State's doing what they needed to do to make this game workable. Let's see if LSU can change that the last 3 minutes, or particularly to start the first 5-6 minutes of the second half.
We got back to action here from the free throw line, and Alex Fudge hits both. And the freshman from Jacksonville leading the way for LSU.
He's going to be a nice player, Chris.
He's got 11 tonight. Darius Days with 9 so far. Small Cross-court pass. Catch and shoot three. Won't fall. Rebound fought for, and Darius Days lobbies for the fact that it was tapped out of his hands by Caesar, and he wins that ruling. It'll be LSU ball.
I don't know if Caleb Asbury is that good a three-point shooter, but he's certainly shooting it like he makes them all.
3-point lead for Texas State, 30-27. Tigers have Gaines, Days, Eason, Murray, and Fudge on the floor. Gaines, one-arm pass. Murray, double team, tries to get it back out to Gaines. He'll wait on the dribble, pick it up. Tried to feed it inside. Small with the deflection, picked up by Harrell. Lead pass ahead to Small. Acrobatic lay-in, won't go. Rims out, got his own rebound. Shot blocked inside, picked up by Gaines. Gaines comes the other way for LSU, trying to flip it to Days, right through his fingertips. Picked up by Caesar, off to Harrell. Here come the Bobcats. Harrell down the right block, goes up, and Gaines swats the shot out of bounds.
For the last two defensive possessions, Texas State, the one before and this one, LSU demonstrated its athletic ability by getting a piece of the ball when you think the other team's about to score.
So the Bobcats will have it underneath their basket. Efton Reed checks in, as Darius Days will have a seat. Tari Eason also will have a breather. So now Pinson and Efton Reed back on the floor. 2:39 to go first half. Harrell in traffic, drives down the lane, a little out of control, and they're going to whistle and bail him out with a foul. Looks like going against Xavier Pinson. That'll be the second on Pinson. Team's ninth, and to the line will go Harrell. Harrell, another veteran of this program that was sidelined by injury in the preseason, had just 2 points in 14 minutes in the opener against Incarnate Word. Senior out of Midwest City, Oklahoma, hits the first free throw. That'll make it 31-27, his 5th point of the night. Make that his 6th. Darius Days gets a quick instructional moment on the sideline and then checks back in as Eason will have a seat. Harrell lets it fly, and it's good. He now has 7 points, and the Bobcats extend the lead 32-27.
They're going to try to rest their little point guard, who you said had a couple of injuries the last 2 minutes. Let's see if they can get by with that the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Drew Drennan will come in for the Bobcats. He'll guard Pinson as Xavier crosses the timeline, works on the dribble to his left. Bounce pass to Reed. Nice pass underneath Fudge. One dribble, power move to the basket. Count it, Alex Fudge on fire tonight. He now has 12.
Good move across the lane and nice feed. Anytime a guy can shoot it like that close to the basket means he got a good post feed from the wing.
32-29. Tigers cut the lead to 3. LSU scored 50 in the first half Tuesday night. Caesar on the left block. Bounce pass out to Drennan. Extra pass up top. Gets it back to Drennan. 3 from the right corner is good. 6th three-pointer of the night for Texas State. And they take the lead 35-29 now. They get a 6-point lead. Fudge, left corner. And we got an offensive foul away from the ball. Looks like it's going against Efton Reed. Little forearm to clear out some space. And Reed going to pick up the foul. Again, LSU putting the Bobcats on the line early, already in the double bonus with 1:37 left to go, as Reed now will check out, picking up his 3rd personal.
Yeah, that was big there. I was looking at the ball, Chris, and I didn't really see that. Did you see him elbow him? I didn't either. Wow.
Saw there was a lot of open room in the lane, but that's an assumption on my part. 1:25, clock moving. Drennan, right side of the floor. Comes between the rings, picks up his dribble, has to give it away to Dawson. Dawson guarded by Fudge. Trying to get it to Small. Eason nearly with a steal, but Small gets it back. Down the lane, alley-oop, and Caesar will slam it down. Unselfish play by Small, drew the defense, tossed it up. Caesar does the rest. It's an 8-point lead, largest of the night for the Bobcats. We've got a minute to play here in the Maravich Center. Here's Pinson driving down the lane, up and under, my goodness. Double pump layup off the glass and in, and the foul.
Pinson has driven by his man almost at will when he wants to. He tried to pass the ball a couple of times. I like him shooting that ball until they really stop him from turning the corner.
Texas State wanting a timeout here. as Pinson was lining up to shoot the and one opportunity. But Coach T.J. Johnson wanting to talk with his club a little bit here with 57.4 seconds remaining. 37-31 in the Tigers. Slowly ball up and in. Free throw is there. That'll make it 37-32. 57 seconds remain. Harrell will be met by Eason near the timeline. Almost lost the handle, picks it back up with the left hand, keeps the dribble alive and gives it off to Small. Small right at the timeline to Harrell, back over to Small up top near the scorer's table. Cross court pass into the left corner, get it back to Harrell up top on the left wing. 37 seconds remain first half. Harrell spinning. Darius Days on the defensive switch now picks up the point guard. They'll hand it off to Dawson. Dawson pulls the trigger with 3 on the shot clock. Missed on the 3. Long rebound to Days. With 25 seconds, LSU has possession. Down by 5. Only about a second, maybe half a second differential between game clock and shot clock. So this is basically a final look for LSU. Pinson on the handoff from Eason. Down to 5 on the clock. Pinson driving, trying to dish it off. Looked like his arm was held. He lost the ball. Half-court shot by the Bobcats. Caleb Asbury off the. We've got 20 minutes to figure this one out. Tigers have the basketball to get things started. Xavier Pinson takes the inbounds. Tigers go to work. And Eason driving all the way to the hole. Nice drop step to the basket. Couldn't finish, but draws the foul and will go to the line. Nigel Caesar going to be whistled for the foul. That'll be his second personal. Team's first here in the second half. Coach, while we have a moment,
right,
what do you do if you're LSU to change what happened? Certainly the plan didn't go the way you wanted first half. How do you make a change in the second?
Well, I think that was a good start. That was a call play for Eason. They cleared it out, and he just put his head down and drove the ball. I think what Coach Wade has seen, the first half, we were able to drive the ball in the paint, and we looked to pass it first. I think we ought to shoot it. That's what he did then. And then I think the defensive pressure has got to pick up. We've got to create some turnovers and get some easy baskets.
Tari Eason knocks down both free throws. That'll make it 37-34. Eason now with 6 points. A little pressure on the inbounds. Bobcats break it up, and Harrell brings it across the timeline. Adams on the wing, gets it to Small, to Harrell. Ball fake. Now goes into the left corner. Rain-making jumper from 18 won't go. Wilkinson had position. Isaiah Small comes over the top. He'll pick up the personal foul. That'll be the second on Small, team second. And the Tigers will have the basketball and a chance to possibly tie down 3, 37-34.
You know, in a possession game like this, the way it played the first half, 50-50 balls, possessions to get shots at goal, quality shots at goal, and get to the free throw line is critical.
Eason again wanting to drive down the right block, goes up with the left hand, can't finish, rolls off the lip of the rim, battle for the rebound. Looked like Small came up with it and maybe too aggressive. Wilkinson going to be whistled for the foul, going for a steal. That's his first, team's first. But Eason again using that big body, great athleticism, got to the rim, just could not get it to go down.
Yeah, maybe jump stop, shot fake it, see if you get the defender in the air when you're that close, and then power it up off 2 feet.
Tigers again showing trap in the corner. Bobcats break the pressure. Now Harrell has it right in the midcircle. Pinson on him defensively. Harrell, little dribble dazzle, now off to the left, and we got a whistle. They're going to give Pinson a grab on the elbow. Whistle the foul. Xavier going to pick up his second. That's going to be the team's second. And Pinson now will check out, and we'll see Eric Gaines check onto the floor. Gaines coming off the bench in the first half, scoreless so far tonight. Bobcats work it in. Fadeaway jumper from 18, nailing it down. Tough shot, Caleb Asbury, the senior. Makes it 39-34 as Asbury now with 8 points.
Tough shot, guarded, good defense, hand up, he just shot over. There it is again, same
Eason,
play.
just right down the right lane with a right-handed dribble, goes up strong off the glass. This time gets it to go down. Back to a 3-point Bobcat advantage, 39-36. Again, pressure and trapping. Get it in the hands to Adams near the scorer's table. Adams looking for Harrell. Now will find the point guard in the midcircle. 18-19 to go in the ball game. 37-32, the Bobcats led at the break. 39-36, the Tigers have cut it to 3. Trying to put on a dribbling display. Adams lost the handle, picked up by Wilkinson, but a shot clock violation will keep the Tigers from moving down the floor. Nonetheless, another great stop and half-court defense for LSU. Will Wade's fired up about it, but now he's looking for more offense on the other end. And so far in the second half, Coach, it's been the Tari Eason show.
They've gone to him 3 straight times, just driving the ball, putting your head down and driving. And we're not saying, Chris, LSU can't win a low-scoring game, but Texas State's done a good job to win it the only way, or have a chance to win it the only way they possibly can.
Nate Martin trying to put a defensive clamp on Eason. He will commit the foul as Tari tries the left side of the block. He was fouled before he got it up for the shot, so it's on the floor. Martin going to pick up his second, team's third. Gaines will have the honors underneath the basket left side. Sends it up top, free throw line to Days. Spinning right, spinning left, turn around, jumper.
Wow.
Good! Darius Days.
Nice.
It doesn't get much better than that. 39-38, the Tigers cut the lead to 1, and the crowd trying to get in it here at the Maravich Center. Tigers get a turnover here. This place going to explode. Wilkinson takes it away at midcourt. Bounce pass, Gaines puts up the shot. Won't go, but he draws the whistle and a foul. Boy, he makes that basket. This place goes bonkers.
Well, get the crowd into the game, speeding up the game. The press has turned them over the last couple of times or made them take a bad shot. That's what the press needs to do. And the enthusiasm that can create with the crowd can change the momentum real quickly in a college basketball game.
Dare I say, Coach, that this team had a very strong talking to in the halftime locker room. They look a little different here in the opening moments of the second half as Gaines knocks down the first free throw. And tonight, he gets his first point.
They may have to repaint the walls in the locker room. I think the paint probably peeled off a little bit.
A strong and stern talking to by head coach Will Wade. Second shot by Gaines. Rattles around, falls through good. Tigers on top, 40-39. Bobcats, early trouble here in the second half. Adams gets it to Harrell, nearly stolen by Gaines, but Harrell brings it in the front court. Now picks up his dribble, needs help. Passes off to the right side to Asbury. Asbury, cross-court pass, Small, touch pass back down the lane. Adams can't finish. Small with the rebound, gets it out. Asbury's three is blocked by Wilkinson. Picked up by Eason for the Tigers. Throw ahead to Gaines, right side of the floor. Step back three, no good. 2 bounces off the rim, wouldn't go down. Nice hustle and great defense by LSU. Can't convert it to points, but Harrell will work it up for the Bobcats, trailing LSU 40-39. And here come the student section. Here comes the rest of the arena. The pressure building against the Bobcats. Harrell, jumper is good. The 2-pointer from 20 feet out. Just a rain-making shot. Darius Days goes over and says, I got to give you 5 for that one, young man. That was a tough shot in San Marcos.
Well, you know, it's good to see LSU team respond to what we know the challenge Will Wade made to them at halftime. The pace has picked up, and you got to compliment LSU's team for coming out the first 4 minutes and picking it up a little bit.
Tigers with the ball. Had the lead for a moment here early in the second half. Days trying to drive, backs up, lost the ball. Picked up, though, underneath by Eason. His shot blocked. Gets it back along the baseline. A little 5-footer shot over the rim. No good. The rebound pulled down by Small, and the Bobcats have it. Things coming very difficult for LSU tonight. Again, a lot of that credit goes to the Bobcats defense, but shots you typically see down, especially after offensive rebounds, just not falling. Bobcats working around the horn on the dribble. Asbury gives it to Small. He'll try a 3. Long rebound after the miss. Picked up by Wilkinson at the free throw line. Get it off to B. Murray. Murray, right side of the floor to Gaines. Gaines thought about a 3. Now puts it on the floor and backs it up on the dribble. Matched up with Martin. That's a mismatch there, but unable to take advantage. Let's see if he does here. Got a step on him. Stops in the paint. Turns around. Shot won't go. Tapping attempt on his own shot. Won't fall. Rebound to Bobcats, and Harrell puts on the Jets. Floater going to be blocked in there by Eason. Eason takes it away. Throws ahead to Murray. Murray goes in. Layup good. Count it, and the foul.
That's what LSU needs to do to win this game. off blocks, turnovers, whatever the case may be, missed shots, get out in transition, create some easy baskets.
Great run in transition by Brandon Murray, the freshman out of Baltimore. Got a step on his man. All they could do was try to slap it. Got him on the arm. Basket good. Tigers take the lead. And one opportunity when we come back. LSU 42, Texas State 41. Second half action here in Baton Rouge on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tonight's Whataburger Fan Challenge. Tonight we have one contestant who will be taking a half-court shot for the chance to win free Whataburger for a year. All right. We have Isaiah. He loves Whataburger. Do you think you have what it takes to win free Whataburger for a year? Isaiah, let's see what you got.
Eason and Wilkinson, Gaines. It's an interesting lineup.
Free throw good by Murray. Connects on the three-point play with a timeout in between. It's 43-41. The Tigers' biggest lead of the night was 4. Back at the 16-minute mark in the first half. They lead by 2 here. Bobcats break the pressure. They get the ball in the hands of their point guard, Mason Harrell, 5'9", 145 pounds, a senior for Coach Johnson. Working into Martin on the left block. Goes up the basket, underneath the basket, lays it up and in. Nice move by Martin. Got the ball on the left side, worked his way to the right side, put it up and in, ties the game at 43.
Nice execution, call play, Texas State to enter the ball to the post. Nice post feed, good post move.
Murray catch and shoot 3. Good! String music for Brandon Murray. He got a 3-point old-fashioned a few moments ago. This time just took 3 at once. He now has 6, 46-43. Tigers have on the floor, as John mentioned, Eason, Gaines, Fudge, Murray, and Wilkinson. Here's Small, jump step in the lane, lays it up with a finger roll, misses from the left side, rolls across the rim, rebound Eason to Fudge, falling away, gets the pass to Gaines. 3 is good! Back-to-back triples make it a 9-0 run for LSU, and they have their largest lead of the night. It's 6, 49-43.
I know this lineup doing what it's doing has certainly encouraged Will Wade with this group on the floor without Days on the floor, taking the lead, in fact, increasing the lead.
Eason with a reach-in foul, trying to go for the steal on the entry pass to the lane. Going to stop the clock with 13:47 to go here in the ball game. Eason picking up the personal, will check out, head to the sidelines after his 3rd personal foul. It's team foul just number 3. LSU put Texas State on the line early in the first half. They would finish 7 of 9. In fact, that's where they have stayed. They have not shot a free throw in the second half, while the Tigers are 12 of 14 from the game. Inbounds, they get it to Small. Small up top. Feeds it. Asbury, fadeaway jumper, free throw line is good. Another tough shot, and Asbury knocks it down. That's the Tiger lead, 49-45. Xavier Pinson back on the floor for the Tigers. He's handling the ball out top, guarded by Harrell. Pinson, bounce pass, got it to Murray. Murray, bounce pass, Reed on the left block. Efton trying to get it back to Murray, mishandled. Murray gets it back, gets it out to Wilkinson, then Pinson, get it back to Reed, left block, spinning to his right, jump hook, in and out, won't go. Rebound in the lane taken by Harrell. Here come the Bobcats, doesn't have the numbers. Will back it up, dribble over to the right wing. Smart play for the senior point guard, not to force anything at 5'9". Not real smart to go in against Reed, Fudge, and Wilkinson. Asbury out wide just in front of Coach Johnson on the sideline. They feed it inside. Caesar makes a step to the basket, gets fouled on his way to the rim. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Waddy Wilkinson got him on the arm, his 2nd, team's 4th. And as we mentioned, they have yet to shoot free throws here in the second half. Their first opportunity coming here, and it will be Nigel Caesar. Again, another senior out of Houston, Texas. Began his career at Collin College. Played in all 25 games last season. Had 4 points, 5 rebounds, and 17 minutes of work in the opening game earlier this week. Gets this one to bounce off the front rim. Shooter's touch, it rolls on to make it 49-46. So after Wilkinson, Eason, and Murray go on a mini run for LSU, Coach Will Wade now bringing in Darius Days. Back onto the floor, he'll join Pinson, Gaines, Fudge, and Reed. Caesar's second free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net. It's a 2-point LSU lead, 49-47. Pinson trying to push the issue quickly in the front court. Down the lane, bump, puts up the shot. Oh my goodness, basket was good, and they are going to say a charging foul against Xavier Pinson. Wow, it looked like a pretty good move to me. There was contact, but ooh, nice. Oscar award coming for Caesar. It wasn't much contact. Caesar made it look like he was hit by a dump truck. But he got the call, so the Bobcats will get it back. Tough break for LSU. Small in the front court at the mid-circle. Looking for guard help. Gets it to Drew Drennan. Tough break. Pinson with a great move to the basket and the finish, but wiped away by a player control foul. Small top of the key, guarded by Gaines. He quickly gives it off. Asbury on the left wing. And we got a reach-in foul against Fudge. Fudge owns up to it, was trying to reach for the steal, got a little too much body that time. He'll pick up the personal foul. That'll be his first. Now the team with 6 team fouls in the second half.
But going back to Pinson's drive, though, that's the third or fourth player who's able to drive and get in the paint. LSU can drive the ball, maybe need to make better decisions, pull up quicker, shot fake it, draw fouls in the paint once they get the ball where they want to get it.
Harrell on the sidelines, Drennan handling the point guard duties, the junior out of Smyrna, Georgia. Got a step on Gaines, stops left of the block, midway up, gets it out to Caesar. He'll fire a shot from the top of the key, won't go. Rebound knocked around, picked up by Small. Out in the right corner, the Bobcats will get it with a fresh 20 seconds. Adams thought about a three, decides to put it on the floor. Going to be stripped loose, battle for the ball. Late whistle, they eventually say jump ball, and possession arrow belongs to Texas State, and Will Wade not happy at all. Thought they let that play go a little too long and thought maybe, if anything, there should have been a personal foul, as it was a quick jump on the loose rock by Murray. Looked like he had it, and then Texas State came in late to join the party. But nonetheless, jump ball is the call. Texas State will keep it. We got a timeout on the floor. 11:54 to go here inside the Marriott Center. LSU leading.
Up and ready, because when it comes to meeting your unique healthcare needs, every day is game day for Our Lady of the Lake. Our Lady of the Lake is proud to be the official healthcare provider for LSU athletics. All right, Tiger fans, get on your feet. It's time to dance for your dinner from Walk-Ons. The best dancer will receive $400 in gift certificates from Walk-Ons. Let's see those moves. All right, and there's our winner. Congratulations. You just won a $400 gift certificate to Walk-Ons.
Arkansas. Checking the Caesar Sportsbook scoreboard update. This one might catch your eye. Auburn leading UL Monroe 57-47 with 12:44 to go in the second half from Auburn Arena.
Golly.
49-47 LSU leads here. After a tie-up on the floor, possession arrow belonged to Texas State. They'll have possession on their end of the floor. Asbury will have the honors, gets it into Drennan, who continues to work as the point guard here with the senior Harrell on the sideline. Drennan stops up top right of the arc, feeds it just off the right block to Caesar. Cross the lane pass, got it to Small. He'll be hammered, hit hard. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Efton Reed going to pick up his fourth personal foul. That's team foul number 7. And so Reed, who has really struggled tonight to get in the flow offensively, picked up that third personal foul late in the first half. He's going to be hampered by that the rest of the way, still with 11:43 to go in this game, as Small will go to the line to shoot two. First free throw off to the left, no good. Small 9 points, 6 rebounds in the opener on Tuesday.
Small's got 9 rebounds tonight. He's done a nice job on the board. Not a big score, but missed them both. Yes.
He was toying with a double-double. He's got 9 points in those 9 rebounds. Missed the chance to hit double figures in scoring on those 2 free throw opportunities. Big rebound by Darius Days. Gaines gives it back to Darius. Here's Murray popping out for 3, and he's got his second triple of the night. The freshman out of Baltimore gives the Tigers a 52-47 lead. Big shot again to the young man.
Huge shot. Good momentum season for the LSU Tigers.
Drennan in the mid-circle working against Gaines. Gaines trying to stay step for step. He'll hand it off to Small, who comes up on high. Fires it on the left side. Coleman. Little high dribble, but a clearing out. Illegal screen by Caesar up top allowed Coleman to have room to work. I thought he possibly could get a carrying call too. Coleman had that high step.
I thought when he blew it was going to be a late carry call. Exactly.
I thought he put the basketball on a platter, but it was the illegal screen by Caesar.
Big basket here for LSU. They could get back-to-back baskets here with back-to-back stops. That's how you increase the lead with a team that likes to play a slower pace.
Gaines going to work it down, working with Fudge, Days, Eason, and Murray. Eason lost the handle, trying to track it down, does so. Spins in the lane at the SEC logo, scoops it up with the left hand, and the nice touch lays it in, 54-47.
Well, they hadn't stopped us off the bounce all night long, and Coach Wade saw that, and now he's just isolating, making us dribble it to the goal. I like the call.
Asbury, pull-up jumper, blocked from behind by Eason, picked up by Fudge. Here come the Tigers. Fudge to Gaines. Gaines to Days. Catch and shoot 3. Going to be off the mark. The air ball will sail out of bounds, and Darius knew it as soon as he let it go.
Little quick, but you know, the thing about that is he's made some of those, but certainly what LSU's had success with is driving them to the goal. I wish he'd have shot fake and tried to drive it, draw the foul, get to the free throw line, put them in some more foul trouble.
Especially when you consider the improvement Darius has made in that department, putting it on the floor, driving under control to the rim. I'm sure if he had it to do over, he would.
No question.
Asbury gets it to Harrell, who checks back in after a breather on the sideline. We approach 10 minutes to go in this game. Harrell wanted to drive. Alex Fudge changes his mind. Again, on the switch, Days and Fudge collapse defensively. The pass over in the corner, but not in time. Another shot clock violation for this Tiger defense. And with 9:54 to go, the fans applauding the defensive effort.
You know, to guard like that for 25 or 30 seconds with some pressure in the half court and not foul, that's a disciplined guarding, well-coached man-to-man team. That's what we just saw there in the half court by LSU.
Tigers will have the basketball. They lead 54-47. 9:53 to go as Gaines, high hip dribble, works it into the front court to Murray. Back to Gaines, center of the floor. They'll try the left side and Fudge. Back to Gaines, right of the arc. Dribbling with the rock. Gets it to Eason, top of the key. Throw over the top. Fudge on the left wing. Looking inside. Bullet pass underneath. Murray can't finish, but he's slapped and fouled from behind by Harrell. Nice look by Fudge, who is really showing his entire repertoire here tonight.
He's played well. He's going to be a really good player. He's got length. He's got size. He's unselfish. He certainly is coachable. You know, Texas State went to a little 3-2 or 2-3 semi-matchup zone. LSU put some cutters through. They lost him on the backside. Fudge found Murray for a foul layup. He was going to make the layup. He got fouled. 2 free throws.
9 points tonight. Connected on an and one earlier in the second half, and the first free throw by Murray up and in. His first double-figure scoring game as a Tiger. He now has 10 points. Tyrell Morgan, brief moment on the floor. He will check out for the Bobcats. Second free throw by Murray is good, and the Tigers, not a lot of opportunities in the first half. They were 7 of 9, but now make them 14 of 16 from the charity stripe here in the ball game. 9-point lead, largest by LSU tonight. There's 9.5 to go in this one. Small, the big guy out top, handling it. Trying to get it to Harrell. Murray trying to play keep away. He'll have to give the pass off to Shelby Adams up top on the right side. Murray on him defensively now. 8 on the shot clock. Adams, pull-up jumper. The 12-footer right side won't go along the baseline. Weak side rebound to Eason. Eason motors up the right sideline. Eason driving, goes up. Shot is good. Count the basket and a foul.
Drive the ball to the goal. Coach Wade saw it at halftime. I'm sure that's what he instructed them to do, and that's what they've done. You know, it's amazing, Chris. Look at the field goal stat. LSU has wrestled the field goal stat away from Texas State. Lo and behold, we're in the lead by 11.
Coast to coast for Tari Eason. He'll go to the line. Another and one opportunity for the Tigers. Imwani Wilkinson wanting to check in. He will do so, but we've got a timeout on the floor. 9:02 remaining. 58-47. LSU with the lead after trailing 37-32. Tried to connect on the old-fashioned three-point play. Ball in hand, eyes the rim, lets it fly, and it rolls off to the left. Darius Days, though, somehow with the offensive rebound, puts it back up from the left side, off the glass and in, 60-47. How about a 4-point play for the Tigers? Here's Small, cross-court pass to Martin, who will slam it down for Texas State as they beat the pressure, drive to the rim, make it 60-49. LSU out in front. Days, a three-ball. Good! String music from Darius Days. 63-49. LSU out in front.
We've always said Darius Days is good from that position on the floor.
Small, a little out of control, but the big guy knew he had Imwani Wilkinson beat, had him on his hip. He just tossed it up, gets the whistle. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 8:31 to go here in this ball game. Checking the Caesars Sportsbook scoreboard update again. Auburn leading 63-51, 10 minutes to go over ULM in Auburn. Alabama 80-65. They lead South Dakota State. A little over 7 minutes to go in that contest. Texas A&M trailing Abilene Christian 50-49 with 6:51 to go in that ball game.
Wow.
First free throw good by Small. Make it 63-50. South Carolina just underway. 9-6. They lead the Princeton Tigers in the first half. Small connects on both. 63-51. Tigers trailed by 5 at the break. They now lead by 12 with 8:25 to go. Turnover. Eason got caught at midcourt, tried to fire it over near side and put it 3 rows into the seats.
Well, I think we need to get the ball out of Eason's hand in that particular play. Need to look to the middle of the floor as opposed to going guard to guard.
Harrell working across the timeline. Gaines right there in his hip pocket. He picks up his dribble between the rings. Still looking for help. Close to a 5-second call. Just got it away to Martin. Joe Lindsey about a second and a half away from blowing the whistle. Our crew chief tonight. Here's Harrell down the right side of the lane. Stops, double teamed, and he traveled. Before he could release the pass, he took steps. Great defense, great recognition by LSU, Coach. They knew the little guy was driving to the corner. They put 2 big ones on him. That was all she wrote.
Well, the ball pressure by LSU was so much better this half. Just the involvement defensively on and off the ball has made a difference in putting a little more pressure on Texas State. That's why they're missing some shots, Chris.
63-51, LSU leads, 7:58 remaining. We'll take a timeout. Return.
Would like to remind everyone to drive safely. Always wear your seatbelt and never text and drive. All right, fans, it's now time to see those pictures that were sent into the LSU Social Stadium. LSU Social Stadium is presented by Coca-Cola. New look, improved taste. New Coke Zero Sugar.
Tigers have the basketball here inside the Maravich Center. They have a 12-point lead, 63-51. 7:58 to go in the game as they get it into Xavier Pinson in the backcourt. Pinson working with Days, Wilkinson, Gaines, and Eason. Pinson has it now in the mid-circle. Guarded by Asbury up top left side. Pinson now moves slowly to the right, back to his left. Crossover in the lane, puts up the shot. It will not go. They say it was fouled. The foul was committed on the floor. That'll go against Asbury. That'll be his second. That'll be team foul number 9. It'll put Xavier Pinson on the line. Again, did not have any free throws in Tuesday's opener. He's 4 of 5 from the line tonight, 4 of his 6 coming from the charity stripe.
Well, it's another opportunity at the free throw line, another foul created by LSU driving the ball to the goal. I think that's been the emphasis second half, and LSU's done a great job of driving the ball, getting to the foul line.
Wow. Misses on the free throw, but Darius Days under control, goes straight up, reaches over a defender, and taps it up and in.
That's the second time he's done that, Chris, on a missed free throw. Wow.
That time to avoid coming over the back was impressive. Bobcats trying to run underneath the basket, missed on the lay-in, but there's an offensive putback by Asbury. It goes down, and he'll pick up and draw the foul. We'll put him at the line for the and one. The Bobcats attacking that pressure after the made bucket on the other end. They had a shot underneath, missed on that, but Asbury stayed with it. The offensive putback earns him an opportunity for an and one with 7:14 to play. As Days, Wilkinson will get a breather for the Tigers. B. Murray, Brandon Murray back out on the floor, as is Alex Fudge, who, by the way, if you're just tuning in, leads the way, helps lead the way tonight with 12 points. He and Eason each with 12. Leading scorers Darius Days with 17. And it hasn't been the three-pointers tonight. Been a couple of offensive rebound and putbacks for Days. 65-53. 7 minutes to go in this game. Tigers not out of the woods yet. Bobcats not going away. Gaines in the lane trying to pass. Lost the ball. It's a jump ball, and this time possession arrow belongs to LSU.
Well, to be a quality team and an outstanding team or an excellent team, however you want to describe it, you've got to be able to win in a variety of ways and not just one way. And LSU certainly, if things go like it's going now, should win this game, but win it in a different way than they did the other night, and that's a good thing.
Certainly been impressed with Texas State. Again, they were able to impose their will, their style of play in the first half. LSU turning that around a little bit, getting some turnovers, being able to get out and run, and also taking it to the rim. Here's Eason again down the right lane, scoops up the shot, comes off the left side of the rim. Asbury with a rebound for Texas State.
Good shot to have. It maybe jump stop off 2 feet the next time and shot fake. Get the guy in the air.
Asbury, fadeaway jumper from 18 won't go. Eric Gaines skies for the rebound. Flips it ahead to Pinson, right wing. Xavier didn't have the shot.
Smart.
Wisely show his veteran experience. He'll bring it back out and run a little offense here. That's again the calming he brings to this team. Eason, 3 ball. Count it. Pinson was celebrating even before it went through the net. He knew he had an open look. He's seen Eason make that before. Tari knocks it down. Fudge with a steal at midcourt. Trying to get it to Pinson. Going to be deflected by Asbury. In the hands of Gaines. Fires it down to Fudge. And he will slam it home. 70-53. The Tigers with the lead. Fans rising to their feet here at the Maravich Center as LSU. Things going their way. They're making their open. Fudge with the monsters. To 53, LSU with the lead. Texas State with the basketball. Harrell feeds it to Caesar, quickly back to the senior point guard. Harrell working to his right, now back to his left. Gives it off to Shelby Adams. Adams, high dribble, works right of the arc, now gets it to Asbury. Murray in his face, puts up the three. They're going to say a shot clock violation, did not get it off in time. He missed on the three. That's the fourth time tonight LSU has forced a shot clock violation. 70-53, they have the lead.
That was the fourth. I had it at 5.
Well, who am I to argue with you? You got to be right.
I was just kind of marking them. But anyway, that's a good one to have at this particular time of the game. It's the discipline of not fouling for extended period of time, and that's just good defense, and that's not something players do on their own. That's taught.
Coach, that's why you do what you do. You write it down. I'm trying to use it from memory, and that's a bad way to do it. Great stop for LSU nonetheless. They have the ball and the lead. 5:17 to go. Pinson working against Harrell. Straight away now. Slides over to the right, gets it to Gaines. Catch and shoot three. Rattled home. Bullseye. Eric Gaines now with 8 points. Big three, and it's a 20-point lead, 73-53.
Well, the run we talked about the first half in the last 7 minutes that LSU didn't get, they're certainly getting it now in the last 10 minutes of this game.
Asbury dribbles out of trouble right side. Driving with it is Adams. Looked like he traveled on the block, but he gets the pass off to Harrell. Harrell, acrobatic scoop shot from the left side. Kisses the glass and in. Tough shot for the point guard, but he gets it to go. 73-55. Here's Pinson. Alley-oop, slamming it down, Tari Eason. Little showtime. 75-55, back to a 20-point lead. Pinson looked like he had the opportunity for the shot. Nobody had Eason racing down the left baseline, and Pinson, LSU dedicated themselves to driving to the basket, which they had had success, but not a lot of times putting up shots. Maybe more times than not in the first half, looking for that extra pass. Tari Eason got it started here in the second half. Eason, by the way, on the night was 17. He and Darius Days lead the way. Bobcats with the ball. Harrell up top right side. Drennan with a touch over to Small. Three-pointer left corner is off. Eason and Gaines there for the rebound. Gaines yields to Eason. He'll give him the stat, but now Gaines will bring it up into the front court. Under 4 to go. Gaines working against Harrell. Goes from right to left. Rockets a one-arm pass into the corner. Murray with a three. Wow. Beautiful look by Gaines up top of the court. Saw Murray by his lonesome deep in the right corner. And Murray knocks down another triple. His third of the night. He's got 14.
Well, the field goal stat alone this half. LSU shooting 64. They're shooting almost 37. That right there will flip any game regardless of anything else that has gone on.
Caesar. Harrell driving left baseline, goes under the basket. Nice pass in the center of the lane to Small. After drawing the defense, Harrell finds the big guy for the easy lay-in. Harrell now with 11 points, or rather Small, I should say, with 13 points tonight. He leads all scorers for Coach Terrence Johnson. Under 3 now to go. Gaines picks up the dribble, fires the three over the top of Small. It's no good. Long rebound in the lane taken by Harrell. He comes up middle of the floor. Stutter step, but then has to backpedal. He'll launch a three. It's an air ball. Caesar trying to save it in, but slams it right out of bounds. It'll go back to LSU as Efton Reed, along with Imwani Wilkinson, will check in. Again, Alex Fudge tonight has been fun to watch. Fudge with 14 points. Murray with 14 points. Some of the newcomers, Tari Eason, the transfer from Cincinnati, with 17. And, of course, Darius Days, the team's leading scorer. Certainly leading returning scorer, also with 17 tonight. Student section looking for Parker Edwards. Been chanting his name the last couple of minutes. And now with 2:42 to go, that eruption you hear is the fact that LSU brings in substitutions. There, Alex Fudge back out there. Efton Reed with 4 fouls on the floor. Pinson, Tari Eason, and yes, Parker Edwards. Pinson going to work it down. Drennan picks him up. Pinson across the timeline, drives down the lane, and we got an offensive foul on Pinson. I'm going to say he cleared out with his forearm. Boy, I didn't see much of that.
I didn't either.
Wow.
I'm fixing to see it.
Thought that was a pretty good move. Nice. He touched him with his forearm, but again, I think a pretty good acting job there by Drew Drennan to draw the ire of the official.
No question about it.
Pinson picks up his fourth. Tough break. Nonetheless, the Bobcats will bring it down. There was a forearm shiver from Drennan. There's another one.
Yes.
2 in a row against Gaines. If we're going to be detailed about it, here's Drennan driving. Kick out pass into the corner. The 3 ball is no good. Battle for the rebound. Small comes up with it out to Drennan. Now driving is Coleman. Coleman dishes off underneath. Brandon Love has the shot blocked. Picked up by Wilkinson. Fudge with a massive block at the backboard against Brandon Love, who stands at 6'9". Pass underneath Wilkinson. Double pump. Shot good. Giving the bucket and a foul.
So that's what I was talking about earlier. He stopped 2 feet, got on balance, gave him a shot fake as opposed to feeling the defender and trying to force it up. Just be patient in the post, use a shot fake, get on balance. He got the basket and going to the free throw line.
Fudge with an incredible block. Just watching the replay. Just palm the ball into the glass. Again, Fudge, the ability to make plays that virtually nobody on the floor can make, according to Coach Will Wade. Stands 6'8". Brandon Love at 6'9". That shot had no chance of getting to the rim. Wilkinson will be at the line for another and one opportunity for LSU. It's 80-57 Tigers. Free throw missed off the back iron. The high rebound pulled down by Nate Lacewell, who checks in late here for Texas State. Drennan to Coleman. Coleman passes to Love. The big guy top of the key hands it off to Drennan. 1:37 to go in this game. Coleman driving baseline, cut off by Fudge, out to Drennan. 3-pointer from the left wing misses badly, lands right in the hands of Alex Fudge of LSU. 90 seconds to go in this one. 80-57 LSU leads. They're going to move to 2-0, and now we got an illegal screen out top by Efton Reed, trying to clear some path for Gaines. Reed looked surprised. Coach Will Wade looked at him and said, "Yep, they got you." Unfortunately, Efton Reed will foul out of the game, his 5th. That's the team's 10th. Reed done tonight. 5 fouls, 4 rebounds, and just 2 points. He picked up that 3rd foul late in the first half. Kind of took him out of any chance of getting in rhythm tonight. But that one's got a bright future ahead of him. Just wasn't his night. But the Tigers lead 80-57. Drennan with the ball in the mid-circle. Gets it over to Coleman, right side. Coleman goes back to his right, cut off there by Edwards. Pass going to be deflected by Fudge. Battle for it in the front court. Fudge tracks it down for LSU. Bounce pass, and the layup by Ozuwiro is no good. But he looked like he was fouled. He'll get a chance to go to the line.
You know, Fudge is one of those guys, and I've said it before, you don't coach length, you recruit it, and that's certainly to get to that ball right there, Chris, and what he's done to pick it up in the loose, an open floor like that, unbelievable.
Ozuwiro will go to the line here after checking into the game just moments ago with 1:01 to go in this one. First free throw from the left-hander is good. Giving his first point of the night. He had 2 on a thunderous dunk late in the game on Tuesday night. He's got a chance to reach that here with his 2nd free throw. Ozuwiro's free throw is good. He's 2 for 2 from the line. I'll make it 82-57. We've got under a minute to go here inside the Maravich Center. Drennan hands the ball off to Tyrell Morgan. Working around to the left corner, trying to drive baseline, and a quick whistle. Not going to win any fans here in the Maravich Center. As putting it on the deck was Lacewell trying to drive, I believe. Give that foul to Parker Edwards. Another reason it will not be popular. And again, on the replay, fans not agreeing with that call. Lacewell will be at the line. Edwards picks up his first. Again, the Tigers over the double bonus.
Well, LSU has 32 points the first half. They're on their way to a 50-point second half. outscoring this team at one point 43-18 in the second half. So the defensive intensity, the turnovers, driving the ball, getting to the foul line has changed the whole complexion of his game for LSU.
Lacewell hits the first. Second one is good. 82-59 with 48 seconds. Well, Coach, you said right at the beginning of the second half, the Tigers will drive, get to the rim. They have a chance to reach that 80 points they're accustomed to. Here's Edwards. Edwards again spinning in the lane. Double pump jumper.
No.
Couldn't
I
complete.
Thought it was going.
Just missed to the right, but very similar to his scoring play on Tuesday. Took it out on the right wing. Spun, drove down the heart of the lane, hangs in the air, puts up the shot. It's off to the right, but he was fouled. He'll go to the line. A chance to hit from the free throw line. And how about the power move? The growing, dribbling, and power game of Parker Edwards.
Yeah.
He'll go to the line.
You're mighty kind, Chris.
First free throw, good. It is so fun to watch Parker Edwards. You can tell he's a little uncomfortable with all the attention. He's got a smile on his face, but everything he does, he erupts the crowd here at the PMAC. Second free throw, good. Give him 2 points. Make it 84-59 LSU. 34 seconds remain. Drennan hands it off. Coleman back to Drennan, just off the sideline. Drennan driving, dishes off, tough pass, shot going to be blocked. Love a little slow to put it up. Texas State runs out of room. Drennan had his heel on the sideline, and the turnover going to give it back to LSU with 15.6 seconds. Tigers looking to move to 2-0 on the year. Going to have a test coming up on Monday here inside the PMAC. Liberty Flames coming down. Be a great game with tip-off at 6 o'clock. Tigers call off. Ready to watch the clock dwindle down. The final seconds do roll off. Horn will sound. This one's in the books. Tigers trail at halftime, 37-32, but take